Hello, welcome to Karma on Deck. I'm Karma. This is your Taurus weekly reading for February 8th. Tried to leave the house this morning and I did not get to go anywhere because my brand new car has a flat tire. Hello, Mercury. All right, so let's take a look and see what's going on for Taurus. Oh, I have these beauties here that I made this weekend. Green for heart chakra. The lighting, nothing's going right, and that is okay. Perfectly okay. Green for heart chakra. And so this one is very heavy piece. So it took me 3 trips to Vegas and 2 different rock shops to find these. So if you want one, let me know. I'm going to be making some balanced ones too, but it's been a fun time looking for the right size beads. But they're actually really fun to make. Here we go, guys. This is your weekly reading for Taurus. Can't seem to get anything right this morning, but we're doing it anyway. I mean, that's all Mercury can teach you, right? All these little inconveniences is just to keep going. Jeez. Yes. So I don't know if I'm making things better or worse as I go here. Here we go. All right. Taurus, first thing for you. Wheel of Fortune. So timing is on your side. That's the first thing that comes up for you. Timing. Timing, 4 of Wands, which is your home, your house, King of Cups, Ace of Cups, and 10 of Cups. So balance is coming your way, which is high time for that too. Here's the thing for you, Taurus. You're not quite sure you can trust that balance. You're not sure you can trust. Mic check, he says. You're not sure that you can trust these new peaceful feelings that are coming up for you. And I'm seeing this pragmatism here. This is the 5 of Cups. So the 5 of Cups is just a nice little eye toward, you know, being cautious with things, letting them show themselves before you go making decisions. I do feel as if things are moving a little quickly for you. You've got 3 of Swords, Mercury retrograde. So this is miscommunication. So for those of you that are worried about like whether things are landing right, they're not. I'm also seeing 4 of Swords, which is tension, 9 of Wands. That's a little bit of like laying your foundation. So you've got 2 cards for foundation, one of which is the 4 pillars of your life, which is balanced throughout the whole spectrum. And then we have the 9 of Wands, which is halfway there. So you've got some plans that are going on for you that you are organizing and setting into place. And as you're getting these things in alignment, you know, you're taking a good long look at yourself. You have the Star card as well. And so the Star card is having a hard time paying attention to, you know, daily tasks and keeping your head kind of in the clouds and looking at your alignment and whether things that you want to do are in alignment with where you want to go and what you're doing. You do have the Hermit card, which is a little bit of isolation. Now, what do hermits do? They think, they meditate, they process. Okay. This is Taurus, Chanel. So I'm seeing the Hermit card. Okay. And so that is a little bit of isolation. If you notice on the Hermit card, there's a lot of little elements in there. There's a protractor, right, where we're going to draw exact lines. We also have some illumination. There's a lot of angles in here. And the Hermit is, you know, not always a bad thing. I mean, even your computer does better when you unplug, right? So maybe a little unplug is a good phase for you. I do feel as if you are having a hard time finding your way out of certain problems and situations. You've got blinders on and a bunch of things in front of you that's keeping you from focusing and thinking clearly, right? So right now, the best advice, since things are moving too fast, you have a little distrust of how things are moving forward. You know, you're very protective of your energy right now, which is the Empress card. The Empress is very protective, and she's also a little bit about timing. So in most of the Empress cards, as I teach tarot, I like to explain some of the qualities with these cards because it helps you understand that there's more than just one word or one tone, right? Just like the F word, you can apply it in a million different ways, right? Or you can say shit in a million different ways, right? So the Empress is usually pregnant or protecting a child. And so pregnancy refers to timing. So there's divine timing involved for you. And then you have the Wheel of Fortune, right? So some things are not to be forced. And I was saying this yesterday, I think it was Pisces, where I was like, you can't pick an apple in December. And what that means is you can't rush the process. And I do feel a little bit as if, you know, Taurus right now is wanting to push on things and see how they go. I'm also seeing for Taurus, the 5 of Coins, which is looking for money, okay, or looking to how you're going to spend your money to its best advantage. And then I'm seeing here the 10 of Cups, the Ace of Cups too. So Ace of Cups is new beginnings and balance. And that's the balance that I don't feel that Taurus is trusting right now. Is it you know, we've had this weird past and we want to make sure that people are vetted before we move forward, or having a hard time trusting. Temperance, look within. I did pull one more card, which is the Temperance card. It's balance. Again, can't serve from an empty cup. So this card is balance, and this is introflexion. So you're reflecting on yourself a little bit right now. Hi, Gail. Hi, Trish. Hi, David. Hi, Andra and Ryan and Tanya. So temperance is self-reflection. So you're looking at yourself, which is the perfect way to respond to almost anything, is how is it that I'm contributing to this situation, and what am I putting into it? What do I want out of it? Right. Examine it. All right. So this is your Taurus moon reading from Mystic Dreamer deck. This talks about your emotions. I used to do this as your relationship portion of the spread. However, what ended up happening was there's way too many dynamics with relationships and sun, moon, rising, and complications. It's kind of hard, but I do see a new relationship for Taurus that's coming through. So that is the Ace of Cups, their new beginnings. So let's take a look and see what we have for the Taurus moon reading. Hi, Ivy. Funny, I was going to reach out to you, Ivy, just yesterday and this morning, but I get out to my car and had a flat tire. Whee! So I decided to switch things up in order and play with you guys instead. Okay, I'll do the tire later. So first thing that comes up for Taurus is the Nine of Swords. So the Nine of Swords indicates something that has to do with your having lack of sleep or thinking about things in this linear form. This is like your Taurus is you can't stop thinking about the thing that's either pissing you off, or the thing that's bothering you, or a problem that's on your mind and you can't really release it. What it is, what up, Viv? So I'm seeing Queen of Pentacles too. So that's leadership with money. King, Queen, Knight of Pentacles. Money is on your brain a lot right now, and you have the Magician. You're just not quite sure whether some of these things that are going on for you are something you need to speak to, or whether you should hold your tongue. I'm seeing the Justice card, the Ten of Cups, the Knight of Cups, Six of Swords, Tower. So there's some big deals going on for you right now. Things that you're fighting against, you know, some things that have to do with money, or like what's rightfully yours kind of thing. Somebody needs to give you some money, maybe that they owe you. I wouldn't trust. You're afraid that this person that owes you money isn't pulling their weight or owning to their portion of what they said they would do, right? And I'm seeing this, you know, Three of Pentacles. That could mean that this is something that's going on over social media. I am seeing that things are about to get easier though too. You also have the Ten of Cups next to the Justice card, which tells me there's judgment. So judgment is wise when it's not judgmental. When you're using good judgment, facts alone, and not opinion, that tends to help you guide your path a little bit more, right? But we do have the Tower card. So a lot of things are upsetting you. We have the Five of Swords, which is an argument. So you're thinking about the play out of how things have panned out for you, and what's going to happen with it next. And you're not really liking the idea that you have to speak to these things. It's like, I shouldn't have to say something. I shouldn't have to be the one to bring it up, right? I do pick up some energy that tells me that some individual may be sneaky and immature and irresponsible with money. So you have the Knight of Pentacles. Now that might even be you. This might even be like, I screwed up. I've been emotionally responding to the impulsive behavior that I have with this money of mine. Knight of Cups, Knight of Pentacles. So this tells me that you probably shouldn't have been behaving the way that you did, or maybe you made a misjudgment in a choice that you thought was going to be much more perfect than you see it's panning out for you. Okay, so this is the Ten of Cups, which is perfection, and then we have the Justice card, which is judgment. But I can tell you, it feels like things are going to get easier, and tell the truth. Like, that's all you can do here. If someone's not telling you the truth, the only thing that you can get when you're with someone is be honest, and that's how, you know, honesty is a root of all of this. But I do see things getting easier. But this is absolutely something you need to speak to. But the problem with speaking to it is we've got Mercury retrograde playing in the pot. You know what they say, muddy water's best cleared when you leave it alone. But some things lose their impetus if you allow them to lay fallow, right? So if you don't speak to it, one or two things happen. One, you lose your power. And two, you get a little more angry. And the next thing you know, you're blowing up over something. So There's definitely something on Taurus's mind right now that they need to clear, and not really sure how they're going to do that or whether they should wait or what to do. I would say tread softly if you love your relationships, because ultimately there's time for everything. Let's pull a card from you from the Divination of the Ancients. Please book your one-on-one, karmaondeck.com. Subscribe to my YouTube, and these are picture-in-picture so you can see all of the cards in play, one with another, as I explain them, and if I forget to hold them up, you can see what I'm talking about. I want to thank you for hanging out with me. So let me know how you feel your reading went and where you are in the world. I love that stuff. So affirmation. So your card for the week is affirmation. This is wishbone. This is like pulling them apart and looking for what it is that's on the other side. And it's also like what you're wishing for. Like, what are your intentions? Make your intentions clear. All right, I'm going to move on directly after this one, and I will be doing Gemini. My besties are both a Gemini and one's a Taurus. So Taurus today, Sally, this is for you, love and light. I will catch you guys on the flip side. Thank you for hanging out with me. See you in a minute.